Hey there, what's going on? Chris Cervantez eHomes coming at you with the monthly market update for the city of Covina for the month of September. So I'm going to structure this a little bit different because I want to give you some meat and potatoes up front that's going to really, I think, explain the rest of it. And the real thing that I thought really popped out from my research this week had to do with interest rates. So if you haven't heard, interest rates are on the rise. In a very significant way. So since the beginning of the year, they've gone up about 3%. So at the beginning of the year, if you would have bought something, you would have been in the high twos, maybe low threes. Right now, we're now at 6%, basically. High fives, low sixes, and I think it's going to continue to go up. Why is that significant? Because it's going to make everything more expensive. Of course, that's a Captain Obvious right there. But the thing is that it's definitely having an impact on our market. I think it's helping the market normalize. So it's definitely not. I think if you look at pricing from last year compared to this year, pricing is still up. Stats wise, statistically speaking, in Covina, prices are up about 7.7% year over year. So that's good, and that's a good metric to understand and to know. I am still seeing multiple offers on property, but then you also, it's just a little bit more relaxed. The days on market, homes are just not flying. Not all homes are flying off the market. There are some that have multiple offers that are being sold within a week, like it was last year. But the days on market, so the days on market is consistently going up and up and up. The average days on market for the last 30 days is 25. So it's taking about 25 days to get a home sold right now. This same time last year, it was 15. A couple months ago it was 17. So you can see this steady progression on things are taking a little bit longer to sell. Do I think the market is collapsing? Absolutely not. Do I think that you can sell a home for as much as maybe a neighbor sold for 3.5 months ago, 4.5 months ago? And I think that's the real rub right there, because I think the answer is no. Of course, there's a lot of other variables and there's a lot of other factors that will come into that final answer. But if all things were equal, I think it's just a pure math problem. If you have a pool of buyers that are now looking at your home that's more expensive on the monthly payment versus what it was just 4 months ago, I mean, it's logical to see why somebody may not be willing to go, way over on the list price, right? So let's touch on that. The list price to the sales price ratio in the last 30 days in Covina is about down 1.9%. So what that means is that on average, sellers are making they're still selling for 98% of their original list price, but that's lower compared to last year. Last year it was up a couple percent. So now, again, we're seeing things kind of simmer down a little bit. Is that a terrible thing? No. Be careful what you wish for, because this time last year, I remember and a lot of my associates were saying, we need more inventory. We wish things would cool down. Well, what do you know? It happened. And we're living through this changing environment now. So it's still a great market. I think pricing, I was having a discussion with a Covina home seller just yesterday, and how you price your property here, I think today, going forward through the end of the year, it's really going to dictate how things are going to come out. If you need to get the home sold, then you might need to get very aggressive on the price, meaning aggressively low, to move the property fast. If you're not in a rush, then no biggie, you can price it as high as you want. It's not going to sell very fast, but that's the risk that you take by pricing it too high. Let's go from those general stats from the top. Active inventory here in all of Covina is 76 homes for sale. To give you context, in February there were 26 homes for sale. In May there were 38 homes for sale. So we've definitely seen an uptick in total options for buyers, which is great. More options is better than less. Pending inventory at 49 homes currently in escrow. We really saw a big pop here in July. That went up to 63, and now it's simmering down now that we're getting back into the school months. But 49, I mean, there's still 49 homes in escrow. Closed sales are down 30%. So in the last 30 days, we've had 38 homes sell. Again, that's a function of the interest rates, not all that surprising. The absorption rate, or I like to call it the temperature of the market, that is a metric that's very important. Right now we're looking at 1.64%. Last year it was 0.7, because it's not a percentage, excuse me. It's 1.64. Last year it was 0.7. So basically that means in about a month and a half we would run out of homes to sell in the event that not one more home came up on the market. So that's still considered a seller's market for now. The median price in all of Covina was $732,500 for the last 30 days. So compared that to $680 last year during the same period of time, that's up 7.7%, like I discussed earlier. So highs and low sales. High sale right there off of Covina Hills Road, right there off of Grand, 753 Rancho El Fuerte Drive. That home was like, it looked like it was out of like a magazine. Amazing property. It was listed for $1,695,000. It did take 106 days to sell. They ended up selling it for $1,480,000. But holy moly, the thing was dialed. It was only 2262 square feet. That's a pretty expensive price for a home of that size. But the thing was dialed. Everything, like the exterior was beautiful, a beautiful patio. The kitchen was hyper upgraded, very, very custom. So that was a beautiful home, great price. And on the low side, 18707 East Arrow Highway, condominium. That's unit number 9, by the way. Condominium in between Citrus and Barranca off of Arrow. On the north side, listed for $360,000, sold for $380,000. So there's one that actually went above the asking. It was only a 1-bedroom, 1-bath, 722 square feet. That one sold in 25 days. Pretty low HOA, pretty well kept complex right there. Pretty convenient to a lot of things. Sold for $20,000 above the asking. So it looked pretty clean and upgraded inside. But yeah, I think the takeaway going forward into these holiday months, and this is, by the way, this is another tip for you. I just had an open house this past week, and I was communicating with one of the visitors that I think these upcoming months are some of the best months to buy. A lot of people get distracted with the holiday season, and if you're a buyer out there, I'm going to encourage you to keep on looking, because I think the deals, the opportunity to buy a home with less competition is going to be great. Homeowners don't list their property during the holiday season because they're, just trying to test the market. They truly are wanting to sell if they're selling their home during the holiday season. So hope you found that helpful and informative. If you have any questions about your situation, please reach out. Otherwise, thanks for watching. Take care.